editor to do it. So I will use my table component for this step. For example, I will say if the sum quantity bigger than 5, I want to see it with purple, else I want to see it green. I will give a condition for it. I will select my table component and in appearance menu sorry in data menu I will change my background color expression, or I can change the text color expression. If I change background, my color will shown in background. If I change text, my text will be different color. So in background color expression, I will click FX button and I will write a condition in here like that. I will use if function for this, and I will start to write my condition. If some net quantity bigger than 5, comma, I will write my colors name with English like that, else I will write another color's name like that. If I forget something, I will give an attention like error in expression. So if I see this, I have to fix my formula. When I write this condition to my background color expression, I will see my line with purple or green. If I have more than one condition, for example like that, if my net quantity bigger than 3, I want to see it purple. If it's bigger than 5, I want to see it red. If it's bigger than 8, I want to see it black maybe. So in this condition, I can add another if to here, and I will change my formula like that. Sorry, net quantity and else black. So my formula will be like this. It's the true part. So or you can write lots of if with this syntax. And if you write it like this, you can see your data like that. If you want to change all the lines color, you have to copy your formula to all your field like this. My background color expression is here, and I have to copy it to my sum discount field and sum line amount field. Like here. You can use comment with here, and if you write like this, if net quantity sum, you can use RGB codes here too. For example, else if you do this, you will see your values with green or light. You can write the colors name, or you can write RGB codes, or you can write red or green function. For example, I will copy and paste it to here. I will write red function like that, and I will write green function like that. Lightness and darkness are different, but two of them are red and two of them are green. Evet.
Onu gösterecek misin? Şu an 2016'da.
If you want to add a new column with previous year or next year with your chosen, you have to write a set analysis to here. For example, I will add a new year parameter to here like that. I will add year, and I have 2014 or 2013. If I select 2014, I want to see here 2014, and other column must show me the 2013. I don't want to affect it with my parameter selection. To do this, I have to write a set analysis to here. I will show it now. For example, it's my total sum net quantity. Now I will add two new columns like this. Two of them are sum of quantity. But now I will write a set analysis in it, and the first one will show me the 2014 quantity. The second one will show me the 2014 quantity, and they will not affect from my parameter selection. Where is my color? Now. To write in set analysis to my formula, I will use a special syntax like this. I will set my year with 2014. To do this, I will set year and this formula will say me I will bring the sum quantity for just the year of 2014. And I will change the other one with same idea. You can write this set analysis in all the components. Now, my total quantity is 2000. I have to find 2013 data, so is there any material either in 2013 or 2014? No. Now this is my previous year selection. I will change the year. The parameters say me the year must be 2013, but I will say here, I will see here in 2013 and 2014 data. So they are not affected from my parameter choice. If you want to select the data like this, when you select your 2014, you have to you want to see a new column, its previous year. You have to create a variable for it. I will show the creating variable here too. For example, in this button, I will create a new variable. My variable will be the selection, the parameter that I select from the parameter menu, and this variable will show me the previous year of it. This is my selected year, and I want to see it previous of it. So I will say apply, and I don't. Now I will add a new column with some quantity at the end of this table. And I will write an analysis like that. My year equal my variable. Like this. You can see your variable with writing the first letter of your variable prev year, for example. Now, in this column, if I select the 2014 data, this column will show me the 2013 data. But in my sample data, I have no data for same material in 2014 and 2013. So, if you use in your own integration, it will work. I will edit the title to explain it clearly. Like this. This column will show me the just 2014 data. This will show me the just 2013 data. This column will show me the selection, if I select some parameter on the toolbar. This will show me the previous. I will cancel my parameter and I will create a drill down dimension. In dimension menu, you can see the create new button. If you select one of them, for example, customer name, you can change its title as cost point, city, then customer name, then material. I will give a name like drill down dimension and I will say add. Now I can use it in all the components. For example, I will create a new table to here and I will edit drill dimension and net sales amount. Now in my preview mode, when I said done, I will see my customer city as first step. If I click on it and if I say confirm, as second step I will see my material name. Or if I click Antalya and then confirm, I will see my customers under the Antalyas. And then I will click just one of my customer, I will see the material of this customer. So I have just one dimension, but I have two different fields under it. As I say, you can use this kind of dimension in your every component, in bar charts, in pie charts, or in any other thing. I will add it to the another graph like pie chart. It's my drill down dimension and Now you will see just the first step of my dimension. It's my customers. The second step, if I confirm it, will be the customer name, and if I confirm it, I will sheet. Add dimension button will use to add a dimension. I can use my drill down dimension on it, but first of all I want to add a single dimension to it. Is there any other? I will see my sales by the month. As first step, if I want any other row under my month, I can add it from Add Data and Row menu. Customer name I said, and Add Data as measure. Some net quantity. When I said done, if I click my month, I will see my customer under it. I will cancel all my parameters to see lots of data on my pivot, and I will see this report full screen. Now it's some kind of pivot table report. If I want to add a year information, top of the some net sales amount and some net quantity, I have to use Add Data as column. Now I will see it under the net sales amount and net quantity. You can change its sorting from columns menu. I will drop the year top of the measures. So this is my 2013 and 2014 data. Under it some net sales amount and some net quantity information. You can change the presentation with fully expanded. If you click this part, you can see all your months and all your customers in the sheet. If you say fully expanded. Pivot table is a useful component tool. Now I will create a map as last component, and I will create a new sheet to design it, but there is a very important point for creating map, and we have to add some new data to our model for creating map. Map is special component. As I said, you will need a latitude and longitude information or location information for creating the map component. So our sales model didn't include any latitude or longitude, so we have to add a new file which include that. It will be a KML file, and if you create a new integration, we are creating this file too, but it's include just Turkey's cities location information. So if you want to create other countries map, you will need latitude or longitude data on your SQL, or you have to create a KML file for these countries. It's a very important point. So I will edit my model and I will add this information to my model, and then I will create a map for Turkey cities. And it's a clue. You can find this location information from Google, or if you need, and if you don't find it from Google, we can help this about it. Now I will edit my model that I used behind all this report. To do it, I will use Data Load Editor menu. I have just one query on my model, and it's sales model, and it comes from our integration folder. And now I will add another integration files from this logo and connection, logo and data folder, and I will say select data, and I will select the Turkiye.kml. This file, as I said, it includes Turkey's register code and some location information like that. You can prepare a file like this, or you can find it from the Google, and we can help it about it. I will insert this file too in my model, and I will say insert script. If I say load data, my model will change, but I have to show very important point to you. I will load data. I loaded my data, and I have to control my model from model viewer. There are two files in my model. One of them is sales, one of them is Turkey's location information. But there is no connection between them. So if I use some field from this table, I cannot connect it to my map. I need a connection between them. So to create a connection, I have to change one of the fields. For example, reg number, Turkey name must be reg number 2. Two of them must be the name with letters. I will change it like this. My reg number named as, I will find it from here, like that. It's reg number. So I have to change my one of the field as reg number, but the field is very important. I want to rename my connection field, that I used to connect. I have to change the name. So sorry, I will copy this part, and I will say Turkey name as reg number. It's special field, and I will use it create a connection between two tables. So I will say load data and then close. Now if I control my model, you will see a connection with these two fields. This is my reg number for Turkey's country. Now I can create a map. To create it, I will create a new sheet, dashboard as dashboard map. and I will say edit. I will drop the map component to my sheet. And add dimension. Now I will use the Turkey. You can use two different fields in map component, Turkey area or Turkey point. If you have latitude and longitude information, you have to use Turkey point. If you have KML file, and you can use Turkey area. So because of my data, I will use Turkey area, and then I will use customer city as area's name. To show your cities and to show your map, you need an internet connection. If you have no internet connection, you cannot see this component. But when you create, while you creating this component, you have connection, and then if you save it, you can show it later. As calculating fields, I will add an expression like net sales amount. So it's my map which show me the total net sales amount by the country, by the city, sorry. And I want to see my country and my city on the world map, so I have to change some settings. Like here in appearance menu, I can change my navigations selection, and in background menu I can say show on. So if I say done, I will see the Turkey's country which has data on my database, and I will see my country on the world map. And when you come on to cities, the tooltip will show you the sum net sales amount value. You can use another background for this component from here, from add-ons menu, from background menu. Map service is auto now. You can change it as custom, and there is a link from here, URLs and attributions. If you click on it, you can see another background for your map. I will try one of them, the first one off, and I will use this URL for my map. And I will paste it to here. My map is changing like this. And you can give a name to this map. I will change its color from colors and legend menu. For example, if I set by dimension, all my city will shown with different color like that. If I said by measure, the smallest one is lighter beige and the biggest data will be the dark brown from my sequential gradient. This range will creating automatically from your data, but you can change it from the range menu. And it's our map component. Now if I select one of my city, it will affect all my report that I created from morning to here. For example, I select Afyonkarahisar as city, so all my report will show this city's data to me. At the end of morning part, I will add last component to my last sheet. It will be the filter pane. Filter pane is a kind of box that you can use for keep your parameter in it. For example, if you select your customer name and if you drop it to screen, you can use it as parameter like that. And you can add customer city as parameter. But if you want to change the location of this parameter, you have to move it one by one, so it's very difficult work. So you can keep all your parameters in filter pane box. I add this component to my sheets and I will delete this one. Customer city, customer name, and year. So if I want to change my parameters location, now I can change the just filter pane's location. And actually we have a very short time, but I want to show you text and image and KPI objects too. It's very fastly training, but if you have some questions about it, you can open a ticket in help desk menu, or you can write your question on YouTube, and I'm trying to answer your question from there. So in this sheet I want to add text and image menu and KPI object. KPI object is using just to show the measure. Sorry. You cannot add a dimension in this object, and you can use it as header of the sheet. For example, I add net sales amount, and it's very effective title, and it looks like very bigger. If I use it on my sheet, it will show the total net sales amount. And if I add a last year net sales, if I add previous year net sales amount to it, like that. Year is equal my variable if you design a KPI like this, you can see your net sales amount and previous year net sales amount, and you can change its color and its size from this menu. For example, I will change my net sales amount value with red color, and if I want, I can give a condition to it. For example, if my net sales amount bigger than 5,000, it's a kind of limit, you have to show it with green and this tick. If it is smaller than 5,000, you have to show it red and with attention. If I write here 10,000, my value will show like that. It's red and it's an attention symbol. And I will change my previous color with orange or blue. You can add a link to keep KPI component from presentation menu like this. Under the bottom of this menu, you can see link to sheet button. If you say on, you can select a sheet from here. For example, I will select the dashboard 1, and if I say done, when I click my total sales, I will say attention, click again to go to sheet. You need double click to activate the link. So if you click double, you will link the first report. In this component, you can add a link in just one app, so you cannot go to another app. It's very important part. And the last one, I will add a text and image object to here. Text and image is a bit different from the KPI. You can add text, measure, or some link or background image to this object. You can use it as a title, as I said. Now I will write something on it, for example, like this. I can change its color from gray to blue, and I will change its alignment, and I will change its size, and I will do it bold. Under under it, I will add my measure, and I will do the same differences to it. I will change its size, bold, and alignment. And I can give a link to my text box, for example, like this. I will create a link for logo. So www.logo.com.tr I will write. And I want to add a background image to this object. I can do this with appearance menu and background image. If I said on, I can select an image from this menu. There is a library for image, but it's very small library. If you add your PNG or JPEG picture to this library, you can use them too.
Görüntü donmuş sanırsam. Sen de hala record ediyor mu? Bakayım. Şimdi kapattıysan görüntü.
Açtım şu an. I think we have a connection problems from the map object. I will explain KPI and text and image objects again, but now we have a lunch time, so we will move on at 1:15 or 1 o'clock.
Yani 1 veya 1:15.
We will move on 1:15 p.m. and I will explain the KPI object and text and image objects again. Thanks, bye.